So Andrew Scheer was on Power and Politics last night, and good God, it was a interesting conversation to say the least. But there were two things that kind of popped up that I wanted to talk about because I mean most of it is just Andrew Scheer just spewing bullshit. But at one point they were talking about what the conservatives basically need to do differently to come back stronger, blah blah blah, right? And at one point in his rambling, he talked about how they weren't going to listen to the people who didn't want them to win. And I'm like, but the people who didn't want you to win were the ones that didn't vote for you. How are you supposed to increase your votes if you don't listen to the people that didn't vote for you? Because they're the ones that are going to say, hey, I didn't vote for you for this reason, such and such. Why would you not listen to them? And then the other interesting part of the conversation is that they brought up Storaway, the opposition leader's official residence, right? So a lot of people have been wondering whether or not Pierre would be forced to move out, if Andrew Scheer gets to move in, yada, yada, yada. And Andrew Scheer basically said that because it just seems like such a waste of money to make Pierre move out when he could be right back in a few months and have Scheer move in. And like they were going on about how it's just a waste of taxpayers' money, right? To have everybody moving in and out and blah, blah, blah. So he said it really hasn't been discussed yet. And he will leave it up to other people to decide. But it was kind of like Andrew Scheer's idea that it seemed kind of pointless for him to move in and kick Pierre out, right? My question is, now I agree with him. I do agree with him. It's just a waste of money. Let Pierre stay there with his family. Who cares? If he doesn't win his by-election, which I don't see happening, that he'd lose, then you can make a move out. But otherwise, just leave him there. My only question is, though, is that while he's there, who is paying for all this? Because he's no longer being paid as an MP, and he's no longer getting a salary to be the opposition leader. That goes to Andrew Scheer. So I hope the Conservative Party is taking care of all of his expenses and his salary and everything else in the meantime, because if Pierre's not an official MP or the official opposition leader, I don't want my tax dollars paying for that. I'm sorry, but he lost. Okay, this man needs to be humbled for a little while and reminded, his place in the world. So I really hope the Conservatives are stepping up with all those donations that they got and are taking care of this price tag, because it's bad enough that we as Canadians have to already pay, 1.3, 1.8, something like that, $1 million just to have this loser's by-election.